it's a big deal getting a learner's permit at age 15. And it's even more of a big deal when you're raised in Farron, Utah, because you have to drive everywhere. The high school was 10 miles away, and my dad was a high school teacher. So every weekday morning, we would drive to school. But this day was different, because it was the first day that young 15-year-old Ryan had a freshly printed learner's permit in his back pocket, driving to that 10 miles. I was scared. My dad was probably more scared. And off we went. A few miles in. Now, you may not know this about Farron to Castledale, but in between there's a 5-lane highway. 2 lanes going north, a merge lane, and then two lanes going south. About at that point, my dad, he's a teacher by nature, points out off in the distance, "Now, Ryan, there's some deer up there. Probably wouldn't be a bad idea to let your foot off the gas just a little bit." Now, I don't know if I heard him or not, or I just did something else, but I just instead decided, I'll probably just miss them by going into the next lane. So I went into the next lane. When I did that, I noticed that a deer off in the distance decided that he loves white Mitsubishi trucks. And it started galloping, or whatever it is you call the deer do, but at full speed, whatever it is, right towards the truck. Now, my dad is kind of like soft-spoken at this point, but he sees the deer and he says, "Look, just slow down. I had already decided on a different route than that, so I did what I did before, and I merged left into the other lane," which is literally the merge lane, by the way. And I did not slow down, as he had cautioned. And he's starting to lose his composure just a little bit at this point. And he's like, "Solly," that's what he called me. He lived in Samoa for 3 years. Maybe means boy or something close to that. But he's like, "Solly, you have got to slow down. That deer is actually coming for you in that lane now." I'm sure that at some point in my life, somebody has come to me and said, "You know what, Ryan? You're a pretty smart man." This was not that day. Rather than slow down, I continued my morbid drift to the left. Yes, I am now in southbound traffic heading north. It is still Farron to Castledale. There were no cars coming. And as I looked at the deer in relation to where I was, I realized it, of course, was coming for me in that lane now. My dad, losing it just a little bit, looks over at me and he's like, "Right, that deer is coming. You have got to slow down and you've got to get back in your lane." Now, I know that he was a little upset, and frankly, as I look back, I might have been hypnotized by that deer. I really might have. And I remember thinking, it's inevitable I'm hitting this deer, whatever I do. So let's just keep going with what you've got going. So I merged left again. I can see the deer now. It's like looking at me, kind of smiling, like, "What are you going to do now?" But it's a buck. It's a 2-point buck. I can see its antlers. Its eyes are like, how they do. In one last desperate attempt to get away from the deer, I swerved into the shoulder of the left most extreme lane from where I started. That's where I hit it. Broadside. I slowed down. We changed to drivers. Now, I don't think I'd ever heard my dad swear. My dad didn't ever swear. But I saw his mouth open to form words. And then I started hearing words come from that opened mouth. And I kid you not, my dad looks over at me and he said, "Ryan, you nailed the son of a beep!" I had indeed nailed it. I saw it get back up on its feet, and I like to tell myself it was okay after that. But we went on the rest of the day. I was in shock. I don't even remember the day. That night, my dad helped me pull the hood back into place and move some of the insides so that it was kind of, the truck was never the same. And, some accidents are avoidable. Some. Of course, chief amongst them, this one. And I can't help but think that if I just listened to him when he said, "slow down," when I was in the far right-hand lane, that I never would have nailed the son of a beep!